Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. Going to get started on the Starsky Hutch Ford Torino for my buddy build with Kurt at KH Model Works, and I got the instructions up on the wall there. So we're going to get started cutting all this out and cleaning it up. Okay, I've been working along here and I realized I haven't stopped to take any videos, so I better do that. After, researching this and looking through, there is several different cars. Obviously, the show spanned a few years. And so, double checking my references here. So, for instance, here's an early one, and you can see the side view mirrors are chrome. Whereas on this later one, the one I'm working on, the side view mirrors are body color. The other thing I noticed on pretty much all of them is they have the black rubber on the bumper on both front and back, pretty much for all years. Yeah, here's actual footage from the show of the one that I'm building, and you can see it there. And you can see that has the red side view mirrors. So I had to make sure that I was referring to the right one. And then there's this excellent video out there that actually talks about the Starsky and Hutch car and how it changed over the years. So obviously I'm doing the later one. So anyway, pretty much worked through cleaning everything up. So there's all the engine parts, and then built out the engine, the interior, the body and chassis, and then now I've been cutting out the chrome parts, and I have decided to just stay with the chrome. It's actually quite nice, and everything fits really well. So that's all just test fitted, or dry fitted, I should say, I guess. And then, some ejection pin marks that had to be cleaned up, some seams had to be cleaned up. But for the most part, everything fits really well. I have to say, it's a pretty nice kit. Painting list and my paints, and I think I will go with this dark red, which I've used before. I'm going to go with that for the red. And then I have that Ford engine blue, so that's perfect for the engine. So for the black, I'm probably just going to stick with the Mr. Surfacer black primer, and then those surfaces that need to remain black, I may just leave them that way. And then Tamiya for the white, and I've got the Testors steel. So yeah, probably gonna go with enamels on this, which is gonna be a longer drying time, but so be it. I think they'll come out better, and I kind of know what to expect, so fingers crossed my surfaces come out okay. All right, I just cut out and fit those clear parts, and man, everything fits nicely, I have to say. For a Revel kit, really nice fit. So now I'm just going around and touching up any final seams. On here, along these back corner edges, there was a gap or seam mark or mold mark, so I scraped all that and then sanded it on both sides, and then there was just a little, that seam mark kind of like carried down onto there, so I filled that with the Mr. Surfacer 500. Also, after attaching those front bumper corners, there was a gap in there. Filled that, sanded that down. I'm waiting for that to fully dry before I sand that. Went back and just did the seams around the seats again, just touched it. Same thing on the transfer case there. Waiting for that putty to dry. So after all that dries, then I'll be ready for primer. But have all the clear parts cut out, dry fit. Those all looked great. I think now what I'll do while I'm waiting for this other stuff to dry is to mask those bumpers for that rubber. I'll basically just hit that with the black to simulate the rubber. And then I think the first thing I'll work on is that engine. I've got all the parts there, and as a matter of fact, I was just texting with Kurt. His engine is done, and I was wondering what color to paint a couple of the parts, like the distributor and stuff. So I think I'm going to follow his lead and use his pictures as a reference. His engine came out great. So that will be probably the first assembly that I'll paint and pull together. All right, I finally have everything ready for primer. So here's the body and the chassis. And then over here I have all these parts ready to go. You can see I fixed the hood there. Couple of things are pre-assembled. The front radiator there, the engine, a couple of parts on the dashboard there, the foot pedals, the front and rear suspensions, and then those seats where I fixed those seams. And so these I'm going to prime white. Yeah, everything else I'm going to prime black. And then come back with the various colors. And then all the chrome parts are still over here. And then I think what I'm going to do to get the rubber trim on the bumpers is use black stripe decal on those, because I started to mask this and even the mask wouldn't stick. So, you know, I'm worried that the paint won't, but I think decal will. So I'm going to go that route on those. So, yeah, primer is next. All right, so I've got the first coats of primer on, the Mr. Surfacer 1500 black and white with the Mr. Leveling thinner. So there's all the black. And down here, up in here. And the whole body there, and then I did these parts in white. So I think that's it for this video. And then in the next video I'll pick up with the various colors and finishing it up. And I've been talking to Kurt. I know he has his engine done and a few other things, so I think he may be just a little bit ahead of me. But that's okay, I'll catch up. Yeah, we've been texting back and forth, and I had a couple of pictures. Thank goodness he's built this before, because I had a couple of questions. There's a part on here, I don't know if you can see it, that little almost like key tooth looking structure on there, and I'm like, is that flash or is that supposed to be there? And it is supposed to be there. So yeah, he's been helping me a little bit on this, and I know his is coming out nice, so looking forward to seeing his update. Hope you enjoyed that, and as always, thanks for watching, and happy modeling.